south central DuPage County. Tornado probably touching down in Glen Ellen right now. The hook on radar. It's like this stuff's gonna be moving through the southeast, moving at 30 miles an hour. But it's gonna be pretty interesting. It's actually a southeastern storm, and you can kind of see some darker clouds. No tornado warning yet for me. It's extended to Lamont, but if it keeps strengthening, I wouldn't be surprised if it moves southeast this way. All right, tornado warning. So under a tornado warning, so we come to the southeast. So it's probably like that stuff. And that's the hail over there, probably, and that's probably where the tornado is. The sky looks cool. Yeah. Oh, it's actually green up there.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna tell you.
That's pretty cool. If you can see it. I mean,
Yeah.
the tree's kind of blocking it, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is insane. It's just green. Wow. Yo! This is insane. This is a supercell shelf cloud. It's rotating. And there's probably oh my, there might be a tornado in there, the lowering of the clouds, but all of this is rotating. Well, it's over us right now, and it's pretty crazy right now. It could be a tornado on the ground, but it's too rain wrapped to see. We're getting some inflow here, but it's hard to tell because you're not outside, but the way the wind's moving in with the rest of the stuff moving out, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, it's probably a tornado. I know. Uh-oh. Part of our tree just fell down. Got some pretty big hail now, but tornado threat is past us. But some branches down, not too bad damage, so that's good. Still kind of crazy out, but the storm passed. I'm not sure if we had a tornado in our area, but there was a chance where there was hella rotation right over me. There, you could see inflow, but we don't have much damage, just big branches down. Well, I'm gonna go for a run around the subdivision, gotta get my run in, and I'm gonna see what happened, like when this dies down in hours. It's still hella windy. Yeah. Well, get even or get even worse, I guess. But yeah, we're going to discuss this soon with like the aftermath of the storm. This is pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm going to review the footage, but there's a chance I thought I was in a tornado. I heard some weird noises, some weird poppings. Okay, stuff's still moving, but I think we're chilling now. It's passive. We're just under a severe thunderstorm warning, but crazy winds in Tinley Park right now. This is a branch down here. This is huge. Part of the tree basically snapped up here, so it's probably, I don't know, that could be tornado damage, but this is huge. If you see, I got it on video actually snapping, which is crazy, but huge branch, part of the tree like that would do some damage if that hit our house. Thank God it didn't. But Yeah, I'm not gonna officially rule that I was in a tornado yet. It looks like it's giving signs of tornado damage. I'm gonna go around, drive around, get some food in a bit after I run, and I'll really see what happened. But yeah, this is a crazy video. So I'm gonna do an aftermath too, just to recap if was tornadoes touchdown where, because pretty crazy event here. But I'm gonna get some more footage soon if I get any more damage footage. But yeah, hope everyone stays safe and stayed safe. Jeez. And if yeah, anyone's got some photos, feel free to send it in. So it's later, but it looks like we got another storm off in the distance coming south again. We're in Cook County, we're in Willow Springs Road 95th, heading towards, we're going to the Sox game tonight. So earlier we had some crazy storms, but yeah, we might have another round coming in. This looks like more of a squall line than supercellular, but it looks pretty strong off in the distance, so expect some damaging winds. But I'm still curious about earlier. I drove around and there's a lot of damage. It looks to be there's a tornado that hit in Homer Glen, and then one that touched down in Glen Ellen, and then Darien. But there's probably more they haven't confirmed yet. All week, EF0, EF1, thank God no structural damage, just a lot of trees down in the area. There's like a corridor of like 300 yards in the southeast where there's just a bunch of damage, but another bad storm. So we are gonna try to get to my friend's house before the storm hits, so I don't have to drive in some bad weather here, because we want to get to the Sox game without being caught in a severe thunderstorm warning. But this looks pretty strong. I don't think it will. It's pretty cool. Hope I don't drop my phone. That'd be bad. Alright, so it's been a couple days since the actual storms hit. It's 4 or 5 days later, and the National Weather Service has done some of their surveying. They aren't done yet, but I'm going to go through some of the stuff that happened. So basically, Monday, July 27th, big, like, almost like wind driven storm, basically at the start. But then the severe thunderstorms turned tornadic, and this tornadic storm is caused an EF3 in Wisconsin early that morning, and then a bunch of EF0s and EF1s in our area. So there's 7 tornadoes confirmed so far. Glen Ellen EF0, Wheaton EF0, Downers Grove EF0, Romeoville EF0, Homer Glen, Lamont, Orland Park area EF0. Still not finished with constructing that plot line. Then the Country Club Hills EF1. And Linwood EF1, that is also not done with the, the tracks for that one. So I'm going to start with the tornadoes here. The Glen Ellen one was pretty strong. It was only on the ground for like 2 minutes. Same with the Wheaton one. The Downers Grove EF0 was actually, it's kind of interesting. So it was on the ground for 3 miles, EF0, but it was impacted the communities that I know of, because it started right where I went to grade school near Avery Coonley. And it ended at one of the parks I hoop at, which is really funny, which is McCollum Park. And then one hit Romeoville around the same time one was forming near me. And the Orland Park, Lamont, Homer Glen tornado, it says started around 12:31, 12:32. It's not saying where it started really. Like around 131st Street, there's a bunch of plots down. But I believe it was around 131st and Bell, then went southeast kind of, because there's a bunch of damage on Bell Road and near the mire there in Homer Glen. So I'm like almost certain that's where the tornado went. Then it went off near 143rd and Wolf Road, then into Orland Park and lifted around LaGrange Road. So not certain with that one, but that was an EF0, and that was pretty crazy because I got on video of our tree snapping. Our chimney cap broke too, which was pretty strong, and it bent. So I'm going to have pictures of all of this too. It was pretty crazy. And then an EF1 hit Country Club Hills, and it actually was so weird. I'm going to put a picture up, but it did a loop around. It started in Tinley Park near that area, and did a loop around Hazel Crest and hit a house twice, which is crazy. And then EF1 hit Linwood in Munster. But yeah, the Downers Grove tornado in Wheaton, Glen Ellen got hit. There's some trees uprooted. And then the worst, there's damaging winds in Frankfort and New Lenox up to 80 to 90 plus straight line winds. So that's almost worse than some of these tornadoes, which is crazy. And some large hail in Hinsdale and flooding in Western Springs. So overall, this was a pretty crazy storm, severe weather outbreak. It really came out of nowhere. They weren't really thinking of that many chance for tornadoes. It was more of a wind-driven threat at the start, but 7 tornadoes. This is pretty crazy. This is a regional storm outbreak. And it's just shown how crazy this severe weather season has been. This has been one of the craziest on record. I've gotten some of the craziest footage ever. It's kind of insane. Illinois is the new tornado alley. But with that, I'll let you guys go. This is kind of a long recap. I was yapping a bit. So thank you guys for watching the video. Like, subscribe, and stay safe. Peace out, everyone.